NECN.
I don't know if it was trash day in your neighborhood like it was in mine, but garbage cans and garbage all over the place as I headed for the highway this morning.
Yeah, branches everywhere. Honestly, I came down from Newton. It wasn't a long trip, but I saw branches all over the place. Of course, this nor'easter not quite done yet. We have live team coverage for you this morning. Jeff Saperstone live in Scituate, Massachusetts with details on the damage by the storm. But first, Justin Michaels in Lynn, where 3 people were trapped inside of a car because of the flooding. Justin.
Thankfully, those people are okay. That's the good news here today. They were actually able to get out of their car. It was an aunt driving her niece and nephew to school, and they did get trapped in the floodwaters here along Commercial and Bennett Streets in Lynn, Massachusetts. You can see those floodwaters are still there, nowhere near like they were before. We're talking at the height of this, there were 3 to 4 feet of water on these roadways. People were getting stuck. Some of the larger vehicles could get through. Trucks, SUVs, semis were able to get through, but cars were getting stuck. Thankfully, again, those people were able to get out of that car and are safe right now. Now, a little bit of a startling and disgusting fact about the water you see here, the water down Bennett Street. There is a sewage problem here in Lynn, Massachusetts. We were able to speak with David Ellis. He is the water commissioner. He says what is here is not just rainwater. It's a backup of sewage and industrial waste. Take a listen to the commissioner right now.
Yes, this is sewage flows from households. It's contaminant E. coli, other things from food establishments. It's industrial discharges that combine into these overflows. Part of the project is we're going to try and separate those lines so that we have a separate line for that.
So you heard David Ellis there, the commissioner for water and sewer here in Lynn, talk about a project. Well, the larger story here, the project he's talking about is something he's proposing to get done here in Lynn, and that is remediate flooding problems like this by expanding the size of the sewage system, allowing more to go through it. He said that's going to cost about $110 million. That is certainly a story we'll continue to follow here on NECN. But first, let's head down south right now. We're, of course, on the north shore of Boston in Lynn, Massachusetts. My good colleague and friend Jeff Saperstone is live south of us down in Scituate, Massachusetts, on the other side there. Jeff, how are conditions down there? You were talking about some pretty severe winds and flooding there as well.
Justin, I got to tell you, the winds are continuing to